Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and today I'm playing Zona. Now this is my second video of this game, and already I'm in a pretty bad shape. The guy sitting here drinking at the frontier, he already has a lot of wounds. It was a pretty stupid mistake to try to attack this launcher. I should have known before. I don't really know why I actually did it. So yeah, and I had to pay for it. Took quite a lot of wounds, and I'm in a pretty bad shape now. So we're going into the next turn. My goal for now definitely should be to heal. So I will go into the village here, which is a bunker. That's basically a safe place. And it says when you use the camping action, heal 1 damage. When you use a substance item, heal 1 damage. So I think that's yeah, not absolutely sure. Well, I definitely will camp, so that means I'm gonna heal a damage. So that goes away. And I'm not totally sure what to do next. I could, for example, let's see what our options are when we camp. Decrease fatigue by the value of your willpower. Well, that's not bad. My willpower is only 2, sadly, but still. Probably might want to hang out there for another round. Then do the following any number of times in any order. Pay $200 or rubles to heal 1 damage. Pay 100 to repair 1 damage. Sell 1 item. Minus 100 per damage. Sell a mutant trophy. Buy 1 item. Okay, so I definitely want to sell that trophy, which gives me $500. Okay, so it goes back here. Means I got now $1,000. What do I want to do with that? Well, I could discard 100 and repair 3 damage. That's kind of your special thing in here. So I got 2 damage. Maybe I wanna do that. On the other hand, let's see what we've got. Maybe there's some interesting stuff here to buy. And there definitely is. What's really good, for example, is the scavenger outfit. It allows us to ignore the impact effect of an artifact. That means I could use then the Eye of Court without discarding a trophy. That's definitely cool. I can only use this thing 3 times though. We got the expedition journal. That would be also awesome. And the laboratory blueprints. Reroll all the dice during a test in a secret location. Holy crap. Really a lot of interesting stuff there. I'm sadly full, so I gotta get rid of some stuff if I want to buy something. By the way, you can see here these symbols. That means these 4 items I can always buy. This I have to be at least neutral or good, and or a neutral reputation and good. And these 2 items, to buy them, I need a good reputation. So at the moment, these 2 items are not available for me. Well, I'm definitely feeling like I have to heal. It's kind of a shame. I don't want to get rid of that stuff. So maybe at the moment I could buy something and put it in here. This is my sixth. Because of this, of the looter jacket, this is my sixth slot now. So I could buy something and yeah, put it there. That's not a bad idea. I could put the scavenger outfit, for example, here. Damn, but I also want these suckers. They are so good. Expedition Journal. It's not easy to make these decisions here. What I want to keep, I might sell some stuff. I mean, I definitely need more items. I think the looter jacket is actually pretty good. The thing is, if I got this Eye of Court, which gives me basically a plus for an alert test. I'm really bad in alert tests, therefore I want something like that. On the other hand, I also have the looter jacket, which also gives me a plus on an alert test. Okay, it's only against mutants, but that's mainly when I will need these things, and I do not suffer the consequences that I have to discard a trophy. In addition to that, I got this makeshift flashlight. So I think if I use these two suckers, I'm pretty well prepared for alert tests. So I think what I want to do is I want to get rid of this one. I think this is not that great. I can sell that for 600 bucks, which is a lot of money. So I want to do that. Let's see. Let's do that step by step. Okay, let's grab first the money. Now I could buy some stuff, and I think I want to do that. But first I want to repair what I have here. So repairs cost me 100 bucks, right? Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to repair my two items. There we go. Can remove that and this one. Cool. Now I'm considering, I got 2 slots left and a lot of money here. That's 1,400. I could buy these two guys, the laboratory blueprints and the expedition journal. They're both really good. And I'm really tempted to do that. I mean, I'm still pretty weak when it comes to wits then, but apart from that, I'm in a much better shape. So, you know, I think I actually want to do that. So, yeah, I'm going to buy the laboratory blueprints. The cool part is they don't have to be carried in one of these, in a slot. The expedition journal costs me 500, so overall I got to pay 1,300 for that stuff. And then I got 100 left. Now healing costs me 200. That kind of sucks. Yeah, that's kind of a shame, but I think I want to do that. And these suckers give me 600 bucks if I kill them. I might want to try that. Okay. Yeah, so I'm done with this now. And now after you buy, I'm done with my camp action. This is now moved here. And then we got 2 additional items, a semi-automatic pistol. That's pretty cool. It's not that expensive either. And another fix. That's not bad. It would give me some advantage in cleverness. But the problem is I mean, I can carry one more item, so I might even consider that. Okay, nice. So that is the end of this turn. Now this thing is discarded. And we're gonna draw no encounter card because I'm in a village and inside there will be no encounter. But of course we got to draw another one of these cards. So this goes down one more space. And it sets psionic interference. The psionic readings are of the charts. I can see that, Katya. Yuri is talking to his dog. Okay. So choose a green or yellow location, place the rumor token there. Whenever a scavenger enters that location, they suffer 1 damage. Yeah, okay, I mean, that kind of sucks. Because again, I'm not... Yeah. What do I want to do now? I think I can't choose that freely. That's... I mean, if I would place it in a way that it would be worse for me, I would place it here in the quarry, obviously. But it might not be necessary to do that. Let's see. The voice of Zona would select a location. Always choose the location that you're at. That's not possible. If an effect concerns 2 locations, that's not possible. If the effect mentions choosing another location or making any other decision, I think I can simply place it wherever I want. So that means I'm going to place it, I don't know. I think I'm going to place it here for now. Okay. So yeah, that's it. And we come to the next turn. So before I enter my secret locations, I definitely have to heal, and I still have to open some of these locations, which is another problem. So, do I want to go down here? I don't know. I could also go here and encounter something. I think I want to fight a little bit. So first I'm going to go into the quarry and attack the red tarantula swarm. So it's an endless horde. You cannot use firearms during the confrontation test. I think that's not so bad. Alertness of 3 is kind of a problem, but this time I'm prepared a little bit better. I got my looter jacket, the flag, the makeshift floodlight, and I could even use my smoke grenade. So I think I'm fine with that. Okay, that's not bad at all. So overall, these two cancel each other out. I basically need 1 plus. Does the smoke grenade give me both or just one of them? That's an interesting question. I think it only helps me with a single test. I got to use it for 1 test, oops, and then after the test it is discarded. So I think this is not an effect that lasts for the whole encounter. So I'm going to use the smoke grenade, got to discard it then, which is okay, it gives me another slot. And then I've successfully done the alert test, and now I got to do the confrontation. I got a strength of 3, so it's actually looking good here. It only has to even out somehow. Oh boy, is that bad. Fuck that. 3 times a minus, that is horrible. I'm not even sure if I can... Ah, shit, man, this is terrible. There's no way to re-roll that. Oh man, was that bad. There's nothing I can do. No, this is just too much. I'm done. I'm gonna take 2 damage. I mean, that was super unlucky, obviously. And that is frustrating as shit. There's no way to reroll. I mean, I cannot use the firearms. That's it, man. I'm just fucked. Oh man, is that bad. Shit. Anyway. Oh my gosh, man. That was a disaster. So what I want to do is I want to try. I got one more action here. I want to encounter another one of these. So I'm going to grab a random one this time. The flasher. Well, let's see how that works out. That's very cheap. So that is a carrion stench. After defeating the flasher, place 2 mutants at that location. Ooh, that's tough. But maybe it's not so bad. I might be able to attack in the next turn 1 or 2 of them. Okay, so first we got to do the alertness. Again, it's a 2, so we got to get 1 additional somehow. Oh, fuck it, man. This is horrible. Okay, I got to use my... Yeah, I can do that. I can use my makeshift floodlight to get rid of the 2 minus. And then I can use the looter jacket. And that will give me 1 alertness. Okay, so I'm fine. Managed to do that. This is super unlucky what I'm rolling here. And then I got to fight. This should not be a big deal this time. Okay, that was successful. It's a plus and a minus. So they cancel each other out. I got a 3. So I managed to easily kill that flasher. That's something. That gives me $200 as a reward. Sadly, that's not really enough to improve my position. Now we got to place 2 additional tokens there. So we got the feral dogs. And the next one is going to be an octopus. Okay, so we might consider maybe in the next turn attacking one of these guys. We'll see. So, that's the end of that turn. We got to draw an encounter card from here. And we are in the quarry. You reach a forested hilltop and take a breather. I gain 1 of those. That's pretty awesome. After a while you smell a stench of rotting meat and look around. You find several dismembered corpses, victims of an anomaly. Place an anomaly token at this location. You may resolve the encounter. Now let's see what that is. Pudding. Okay, so let's see how bad that is. It's actually not that... Ooh, the wits is a problem. I'm not very clever. Yeah, that's dangerous. My wits is 2, and I don't have anything that gives me a bonus, so I think it's a pretty bad idea to try to deal with this anomaly. And then we got to draw one of those cards. Okay, now the thing goes down 2 spaces, which is dangerous. We might then see an emission in the next turn, so we better end the next turn in the village where we're safe. Time slip. Supposedly, there are temporal anomalies that let you take a glimpse of the future. Draw, but do not reveal, the top 2 rumor cards. Then return them to the top of the deck in any order. Now that could be helpful. Okay, so they both will force us to move the emission to move it one space down, this emission track. Let's say place 2 tokens on any entrance location. Remove all tokens from one location. I can always choose that stuff. Hard to tell. I think I'm going to do it like this. Okay, there we go. So next turn, what do I want to do? I definitely want to encounter one of these suckers and then go into the village. Maybe the docks. The octopus is not a big deal. I mean, the alertness test is not easy. Shit. I need money to heal myself, otherwise... I could drink the Cossack moonshine. That would also allow me to heal. That's kind of interesting. Okay. That would definitely give me the most money. But it is hard to do. And I don't want to lose the looter jacket. It really is hard to do, man. Oops. I cannot afford to take 2 damage. If I take 2 damage, that would go beyond this... beyond that. And that would mean I have to take a permanent penalty against one of my abilities, which would be pretty bad, obviously. They all have really a high alertness, all this alertness of 3. I'm gonna go with the feral drugs anyway. They seem to give the most payoff compared to the danger. Strength of 2, that should be possible for me to deal with. So let's hope for the best here. First we have this alertness test. I cannot use the looter jacket, I think. But I can definitely use the flashlight or the floodlight, and I can force the test. So let's see. That's not good enough, I guess. I have to basically... I mean, I gotta remove... I could force the test re-rolling this. Oh shit, man. These 2 actually mean that I have to take another radioactive damage, which sucks. So I want to re-roll one of those, that's for sure, by forcing the test. Okay, that's a minus, so we can forget about that. That test is gone, which means I'm going to take another damage. And another one of those. This is really, really painful. But anyway, I'm at least allowed to try to kill the dogs. So I only need a strength of 3. Or of 2, that shouldn't be too hard. We're gonna re-roll this guy. Oh man, come on, man. This is another radioactive damage here. Fuck it. Well, I'm gonna force the test again, re-roll one of those. Okay, that's at least a blank. So only if we take 2 of those, it's a radioactive damage. Luckily, that's not the case here. So we did that. That means I get this as a trophy and I don't take an additional damage. But overall, obviously, this is not looking good for me at all. So now I'm gonna be allowed to move into the village, and yeah, that's the end of the turn then. So let's draw another one of those. This is really not looking good. So we got open cages. A few test subjects got loose. Well, first we got to move this down. And that means we're going to see the emission. So that means, let's see. Scavengers not in a bunker, that's no problem. All anomalies and mutants are removed from the board. Okay. So that means we got to remove these guys. All of those go away. That is now a big emission that comes from the power plants that yeah, destroys everything in its way, basically. So when this emission happens, you want to make sure you are inside a bunker or somewhere indoor. So then this card is turned over, placed like this, and we have now this scheme here which indicates how much damage you take, and this is shown here. And in addition, if you are outside, and in addition it indicates what type of monsters are placed. So for example, here in the junkyard we will see now a green mutant. So after the emission we come now to the event. Let's see, that is open cages. A few test subjects got loose or were released to look for prey. Place 2 mutant tokens on yellow mutant tokens on any entrance location. So again, I can choose, I guess. So I'm not totally sure. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go there pretty soon. I have no secret items, so I cannot go into the emission observatory. So I might simply place 2 mutant tokens there in the misty hills. We have a wolf pack and a boneless. Okay. So this is it, and it's absolutely not looking great for me. I'm sitting here heavily wounded at the village, and I got a camp. There is definitely nothing else I can do for now. So I'm going to regain 2 fatigue, or this. I'm allowed to heal once for free because of my special ability. I'm going to sell this crap for $600. Oh, and by the way, I forgot. Actually, when an emission occurs, the marketplace is also completely reset. So we're gonna discard these, place additional ones here, the anti-rats, a folding shovel, a spectrometer, and an air filter. And these also go away. We have Russian cigarettes, tarpaulin gloves, makeshift mask. And a chop key. Okay. So I guess I really have to heal. The spectrometer would be kind of cool, but it's too expensive. So I think first I want to repair my items. The makeshift floodlight and the looter jacket. But you know, actually I think I'm not going to repair the floodlight. It still has one use. So I'm going to repair the jacket. And it cost me $100 and then I got 600 left, which allows me to remove 3 damage. That's pretty cool, I think. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Maybe I actually can leave the area now and try to improve, but I still don't really see myself entering one of these locations. It seems pretty hard. I have now still an action left. I mean, I could I think I want to move into the frontier. Yeah, there's probably nothing else I can do right now. Okay. Yeah, okay, fine. So again, this is the end of the action phase. So we're going to draw another encounter card. Look at that, frontier. In the dying daylight, you see a distant flicker of a bonfire. A pair of scavengers set up camp for the night, exhausted after their last expedition. Choose. You join them by the fire, share a few stories, drink and sing. A moment of respite in this harsh world is like a soothing balm for your soul. I would gain, or I could basically remove 1 fatigue. Slightly hungover, you get up before dawn and set out, or you suffer to stand watch. You take a sip of vodka and move to the perimeter. It's hard to keep your eyes open though. Nah. Well, I had the option to, if I solve that will test here, which shouldn't be too hard, I could improve my reputation. But I'm going to lose fatigue. I think it's not worth it. I think I'm going to hang out with these guys, and yeah, I definitely need a break. So I think it will help me to prepare for upcoming challenges. And again, this one here, and you know, it's really brutal how quick this game runs away. I don't see myself making it to the power plant in any way. So the science expeditions, first this, oops, wait a minute, this should be here, so it goes down here, okay. Science expeditions, the government has funded new expeditions into Zona. Remove all anomaly tokens from one location, okay. Well, I could choose, maybe actually this isn't so bad. Maybe I want to keep that here and instead remove, I'm not sure. What about this crap? Yeah, I think I want to remove that. Choose a green or yellow location and place 1 anomaly token of the corresponding color there. Okay, now this time it's clear. The anomaly token, oops, let's take the lower one here. A spark will show up at the frontier. Interference. During this encounter you cannot use electronic items. Well, okay, let's see. This might be actually helpful. I think I want to try to... Okay, so the thing is, to get into the underground archives, I need to discard an artifact and one mutant trophy. So the spark would give me an artifact, and it's actually fairly easy to deal with, it seems. And the meat hawk, which is also not a big deal, would be my trophy. So you know what, I think I want to try that. So first I'm going to move out of here and in here, because the encounter happens automatically if you enter a space. Therefore I can kind of save myself an action if I move down here. And then I'm going to I'm going to attack the meat hawk. I could eat these suckers, but I would suffer a wound from that. I could eat them after I killed them, obviously. But first I gotta defeat them. So, it's an alertness of 1, so it seems like even I have a chance to deal with these guys. Okay, that's actually good enough. Awesome. And now the strength... hopefully is not such a big problem either. And that's a -1, so I'm fine. I only need a 2 and I have a 3. So I managed to kill these guys. And I'm going to take them as a trophy, obviously. So that was my first action. And then I'm going to move back into the frontier. And now I'm going to try to deal with the spark here. So we got an interference here. During this encounter you cannot use electronic items. So what does that mean? Well, I cannot use the makeshift floodlight, which kind of sucks. But I could use the looter jacket. No, I can't, because this only works against mutants. That's what this symbol indicates. So I got to do the alertness test without any help. I hope it's still good enough. Gotta be a little lucky here, but not terribly lucky. I mean, well, we'll see. So first we gotta do the alertness test, and basically I just need to be even. And wow, I mean, look at that. That was great. And now, which is even more important, I gotta do this wits test here. So I need a 2. I also have a 2. Problem is, I have nothing except from forcing the test to improve my results. So let's hope it's not too bad. Come on, fuck that. Oh boy, is that poor. Shit, man. This is incredible. Fuck it, I'm gonna take 2 more wounds. Oh man, it looked really good. Fuck. So I'm gonna take 2 wounds, great. And I'm gonna lose 1 fatigue. Can try again next turn, but that was obviously horrible. And that will cost me again more time, and fuck, I cannot... Boy, was that bad. Was that bad? Shit. So again, we're outside in the frontier, so that means we got to draw a card. In this case, it's other location. The rain becomes heavier by the minute. You wade through thick mud and the constant drip of ice-cold water. You need to find shelter fast. So we got to do a test here, an alert test. We know that's not exactly what I'm good at, but we got some options here to help me out. Okay, that's pretty bad, but I can use my makeshift floodlight to cancel these two suckers at least, and that's something I want to do. Man, I'm really in a bad position. And then I actually did it because only this remains. So I have 2 successes, or I made it to 2. In the bleak gray you see an outline of a building. Under the leaky roof you find a few precious moments of respite. Gain 2 whatever, or lose 2 fatigue. So that goes at least back down there. But still, you know, this is not a good position I'm in. And again, another one of those. So this thing goes again down 1 space. Oh man. We have a military blockade. Bastards. Gregory will leaving. Soldiers. Choose one border between 2 adjacent locations. Neither can be in a red sector or be a secret location. Place the rumor token there. To cross the border, a player must discard $200. Well, I don't know. I mean, I would say it's probably placed somewhere in my area. You know, I think I'm gonna roll a die there. So let's do that. Let me see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 borders here. So I'm gonna roll that. It's an 8. That doesn't help a lot. So it's 1. So basically, we're not allowed to enter the quarry now. It's probably not the right way to handle that. I mean, I could simply also say I want to do what conflicts most with my plans. But then again, that's not exactly what the rules say, and it's already hard enough for me. So I try to find a compromise here. I'm not choosing completely, so in a way that might affect me. But yeah. In this case, I was kind of lucky, I guess. Okay, so let's see. I still want to try to... I mean, I gotta go back there to the spark anyway, right? But it might be destroyed, and it's an easy way to get an artifact. So I think I want to try that again, man. So let's encounter that spark. I got my alertness 1 test, so let's hope for the best here. That's not exactly great, but I can force the test by re-rolling that die. Nah, that's not great either. That gives me a radioactive damage, which sucks. But okay, I mean, there's no way out of this. At least I managed to do that, and now I can do this wits test. And now I gotta be lucky. If I fuck this up, I will take a lot of I will take 2 damage, which will lead to a permanent problem here. So, I mean, I could take the Cossack Moonshine and heal. You know, I'm actually considering doing this. If I drink that stuff, I can heal 1 damage, and if I then fuck up the test, I would at least not get a permanent problem. I think I want to do that just to be safe. So when you use a substance item, heal 1 damage. So that is a substance. It's a shame because obviously I kind of lose this additional bonus, which might have been useful later. But right now there is just, you know, it's it's important that I make that. So before I attack this guy, just drink from my bottle, and then we're gonna somehow confront the spark. So we need 2 wits here. And that was good enough. That is good enough. So that means, yes, I will not get this thing as a trophy, but instead I'm going to discard it, and I'm going to get a green artifact. So let's see what that is. That's a crump. I can activate this thing to refresh, to get rid of 2 fatigue, but it will cost me a nuclear damage. Well, that's okay, the thing, but I need that to open the location up here, the underground archive. So I'm probably not going to use that thing too often. Okay, now as a second action, I could either move into the village. I could also try to attack the lunatic. Which shouldn't be too hard. I think I'm going to try that. So I'm going to move here and attack the lunatic. I need to find some junk. I would get a junk item if I kill this guy. So maybe I can sell that then to heal a little more or so. But for now, let's attack this guy. So it's an alertness of 1. That's good enough. We got 2 plus and a minus. And then he's got a strength of 3. And yeah, we should be able to deal with that. So if it's not totally fucked up, we got our double-barreled shotgun that we might use in case it's necessary. Oh gosh, that's not great. Okay, we got a +1. So we could use the shotgun. Yeah, I wonder if I should do that. I mean, I could simply reroll. You know, I think I'm going to force the test instead. Reroll one of the minus dice. So if I don't roll a minus, I'm good. And that's a plus. So yeah, I managed to kill the guy. And draw 3 junk items, keep 1, discard the rest. So let's hope these items are useful. Maybe I find something to drink, which would also give me, would also allow me to heal. That's a Geiger counter. That's cool. That gives me a good amount of money if I take that. That's another Geiger counter. This guy was, I don't know, dealing with Geiger counters or something. An oxygen tank. Ooh, that's also cool. That's a good item. But yeah, I'm definitely going to taking... Wow. I think I'm going to take the oxygen tank. It's a cool item, but I'm afraid I have to sell that to heal. It's pretty awesome in preventing more damage, but yeah, I think for now healing is more important. So these 2 guys go away, and yeah, I think I'm done. And we got to draw another card. And we're in the junkyard, so it's another location here. You hear the melodic sounds of an acoustic guitar. Anarchists, sitting around a campfire sharing a joint. They greet you warmly enough. One of them approaches you and offers a trade. You can buy items from a marketplace board. Ignore the reputation limits. Well, sadly we don't have a perfect reputation, so the last thing doesn't apply. I could buy stuff. Well, I don't have a lot of money. Technically, I don't have anything. So I cannot buy something. Even the anarchists want money. They don't give away their stuff, they still want money. Okay, so that doesn't help me, but at least no damage. So the next card, and time is racing. So this also goes down one more space. And then it says, answering the call, Zona knows all your fears and doubts and manifests them. Choose a scavenger in a green or yellow sector, that's going to be me, and then draw 2 mutant tokens and 2 anomaly tokens of the corresponding color. Choose one of them. The chosen scavenger must resolve an encounter with the chosen threat. Okay, so there is a rule for choosing that stuff. I think it's the one with the highest alertness. If a threat token needs to be chosen, always choose the token with the highest alertness test. Yeah, great. So it's 2 green mutants and 2 green anomalies. Great. Okay, let's see what we got to face. The one with the highest alertness, we got a 3, a 2, a 2, and a 1. So that's a 3. That could have been worse, I guess. Maybe I'm even lucky. Maybe that might help me. So the others go back. Okay, so we got to face some feral dogs. Yeah, the alertness is 3, so we somehow got to deal with that. It's not going to be easy, but let's hope for the best. Maybe I have to sacrifice my makeshift floodlight. That would suck. I mean, that's really important for me, but we'll see. Oh, come on, man. This is so fucking ridiculous. It's the 3rd time I roll basically 3 times. Oh, man. A minus or a 5 or 6. I think it's the 3rd or maybe even 4th time. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna take that damage. It's not good. But if I kill these guys, I get 400 bucks. So that allows me to heal 2 damage. So it's still a gain overall. Yeah, so I'm gonna take that damage here. And shit, man. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. And I'm gonna lose also 1 fatigue. And now I gotta fight these guys. I gotta... that should be possible. I gotta do a strength 2 test. I got a 3. Oh, wow, that's just worked out. Okay, so we did that. We killed the dogs. And... yeah, so that... I can sell these suckers for 400. So that's not so bad. So yeah, I don't know. I think all I can do is I basically have to go back now in the village. 1, 2, and that's it. That's the end of my turn there. And then we're gonna draw another one of those. Oh man. So this goes down 1 more space. I've never heard of a mutant that would hunting. I've never heard of a mutant that would stalk its prey for so long. Move 1 mutant token anywhere to a green, yellow, or red location. If there are any scavengers at that location, choose 1. That scavenger must immediately gain 2 or resolve the encounter. Okay, well that means we can simply move a mutant. I don't know. Let's take this guy. What do I want to move him? Well, maybe to the quarry. At the moment, I think that's okay. Okay. So that's the end of that turn. Okay, now I'm in the village, and I definitely expect another emission, so I better stay there. And all I'm gonna do is then I'm gonna improve my position a little bit. I'm gonna sit there, camp. That means I get two. I lose 2 fatigue. I'm allowed to remove one of those. Then I'm gonna sell that stuff for $700. And boy, what am I gonna do with that? I definitely want to heal. So I think I want to repair this one here, the makeshift floodlight. Oh shit. The problem is if I sell both of these suckers, maybe I don't want to do that. I'm considering not to sell that stuff, because if I sell the meat hog, for example, that means I need again another trophy to enter the underground artifact. I wanted a trophy to discard. On the other hand, if we're gonna see an emission, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find new trophies. I'm not sure. Well, if I sell that for 400, I'd be allowed to heal 2 of those. Maybe that's good enough. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do that. So I'm not going to sell these. Instead, I'm going to simply sell these for 400. I mean, I would love to... Shit, man. This sucks, man. It really does. I got my oxygen tank. The plan was to sell that thing. Okay, cool. That's neat. So yeah, I'm gonna instead sell the oxygen tank for $400. So I get another 100 then. Fine. Okay, cool. That means now I can repair the floodlight twice. That's an important item for me. And then I can heal 3 wounds. And then I'm actually in a fairly good shape. Okay. I mean, obviously the oxygen tank is a great item, but then again, I also need my other stuff, and yeah, I just don't want to give that away. Cool, more or less. Don't have any money to buy things, sadly. So, I'm going to pass because we're going to see an emission, I guess. And that's the case. We're going to see the next emission. So it goes down and then up again. And we're going to remove all the crap here and reset the marketplace and all. So we're done with the emission. Problem is the emission brought this sucker here, the Mary Wright, an anomaly to the frontier. That's interesting. I mean, it's actually not that terrible. Maybe I should... Yeah, I think I got to do that, and then I can try to... I want to do that now as my last action during this video. I think I'm going to move out here, and then I have to deal with these guys, the merry right. So let's see. We have the alertness test of 3. That's gonna be tough, but maybe I'm lucky. And that isn't great, but it's also not terrible. I mean, I wonder if I can... Well, I cannot use the looter jacket because it's not a blueprint. So, yeah, it's not good enough. I'm gonna take 2 horror damage, basically. I think there is nothing I can do against that. If I reroll this... Well, I could try to reroll this. Maybe I'm lucky. If I roll a plus, I would have made it. So let's try that. Maybe I'm lucky here. Fuck. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, the makeshift floodlight doesn't help here because it just cancels this out, and I cannot get a second plus. So therefore, I will take 2 damage, 2 horror in this case, or sanity, or whatever you want to call it. That's not good. Not okay. And then I gotta do the will test here. A will test of 3 to get a yellow artifact. Well, it's not easy. I got my expedition journal, which hopefully helps me here. And that's basically all I can do, but I hope I can do it. Okay, that's cool. That's good enough. 2 plus. So yeah, I managed to do this. I get this thing. And yeah, that gives me a yellow artifact. Awesome. So let's see what we draw. These yellow artifacts can, I think, be pretty powerful. It says Devil's Gut. Use when you force a test. You may additionally re-roll as many dice as you have weaknesses. Oh. Okay, that's kind of interesting. That's definitely not bad. So basically, if we are once in a very bad position and start gaining weaknesses, this thing can help me. Right now, it doesn't serve me any good. But yeah, I think it's not bad. So, okay. I have one more action, so I think I'm going to move into the farms. And that's it. So we're going to draw another encounter. It says other location. A cold wind chills you to the bone. It's been days since you saw another human being. What a God-forsaken place that is. You sigh heavily and continue your lonely way. You may relocate to any adjacent location. If you do, you lose 1 fatigue. Well, I don't want to do that because my goal is to open now the underground archive. I cannot do that in this turn because it's an action. So what happens instead is we got to draw this sucker here. That means this goes down 1 space. And it's a translocation. Oh gosh, come on. The anomalies have never moved so fast. Move 1 anomaly token anywhere to a green, yellow or red location. If there are any scavengers at that location, choose 1. That scavenger must immediately gain 2 fatigue or resolve the encounter. If the anomaly is not defeated, leave it at the location. Okay, so we're going to grab an anomaly, and we got 2 of them, and we got to take the one with the higher alert. This is a 3. This is a 2. So I'm afraid this one here, the phlegm, goes here. I got a feeling this isn't great at all. Yeah. Okay, so we got to encounter this thing. Let's see. Yeah, alertness of 3. During this suffocating stench. During this encounter, you may only reroll dice showing alert. Oh boy. That's not good. Yeah. Honestly, I really don't think I want to face that sucker. Shit. Problem is, if I leave the location, I probably have to face it anyway. But I only have to face it then once. Gain 2 fatigue. That's a problem again. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna take the fatigue here. It sucks, but I don't know, man. I mean, the problem is that doesn't allow me then to force any more die rolls, which is a problem, but I could rest, and in this way I think I'll simply gain, let's see, decrease fatigue by 1. I could do that in the next turn, which would at least give me 1 additional fatigue. I think I might want to do that. Okay, that's not good, but fine. So yeah, I think I'm done with this right now, and I'm gonna load this up. Next turn we're gonna enter, hopefully, the underground archives, and it's not looking good. We just have 5 more turns to go, so I don't know if there's any way to solve a second secret and make it to the power plant. I don't think that's going to be possible. Yeah, but I think I was very unlucky a lot of times here, rolling really poorly. But okay, right now it's not over. I mean, it's pretty much over, right? Even going there might be pretty harsh. If I solve the secret here, I mean, I could discard a secret item here and then move back in. So if I do this, this is going to be 1 turn, then moving back 1, 2. That's probably going to be 3 or 4 turns. I think it's basically impossible to do it. Maybe I can find another item, but I'm pretty sure I cannot make it to the power plant. That's not going to work out, which is a shame. So that kind of sucks already in this game. I can see that. You know, you can see at a certain point it's impossible to win. That's not good. There should be some kind of mechanism which at least gives you a chance, even if the final mission shows up, to survive, you know, make a crazy roll or something like that. But maybe there is one. I'm not totally sure about that. I'm going to check that, but I'm pretty sure the game is simply over. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. The game ends with the defeat of all scavengers if the rumor deck runs out. So that kind of sucks, because we know the game is basically over at that point. And that is definitely something that needs a house rule. There's no doubt about that. It makes no sense if you play solitaire. We could call it at that point, you know. You should come up with something. Okay, let's say if the rumor deck runs out, I don't know, basically you have an emission every turn or something like that. I think that would be much more reasonable. It's going to be pretty deadly anyways. Or something like you simply roll a die, and on something like if you roll I don't know. You could say, okay, if you roll a plus, you survive, otherwise you're dead. Something like that. So just that you have some option to get there, and that you don't have to simply call the game by now, which we could do at that point. That's kind of a shame. I think I'm going to use that rule that as soon as the deck runs out, I'm going to roll at the end of every turn these 2 die, and as long as it's a plus, I'm going to be able to continue playing. Otherwise, I die. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna load this up and hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.